Now, I would like to explain to you guys about the introduction of our topic. The organization of armies is a crucial aspect of military operations, providing the structure and framework necessary for operation effectiveness. It is involved the division of unit, personnel, resources, establishing hierarchical command relationships, and ensuring functional arrangement within the army. Now, I would like to pass the presentation to our next presenter.
Okay, now I will explain about leadership of Malaysian Armed Force. The first one is General Datuk Sri Muhammad bin Abdul Rahman, was born in Machang, Kelantan on March 15, 1964. He was commissioned as a young officer into the Royal Malay Soldier Regiment Corps on 1 July 1987. And the second one is Lieutenant General Datuk Muhammad Hafizuddin bin Jantan, was born in Segamat, Johor on 18 April 1968. Throughout his service, Lieutenant General Datuk Muhammad Hafizuddin bin Jantan has been trusted to hold a various important positions at both the Army and the Ministry of the Defence levels. And the third one is Warrant Officer Muhammad Pauzi bin Muhammad Ali. He was born on 3 October 1971 in Senggarang, Batu Pahat, Johor. Throughout his service, he has shown a high degree of dedication and diligence and strived hard to advance in his military career. As a result of the seriousness and dedication that has been exhibited during his 29 years of service, he has successfully assumed the position of Sergeant Major of the 8th Army Regiment. Okay, next, I will explain about leadership Royal Malaysian Air Force. The first one is General Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Asghar Khan bin Goriman Khan, TUDM. General Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Asghar Khan bin Goriman Khan was born on 26 December 1965 in Selangor. His flying career started in 1985 when he was selected as a fighter pilot. And the next one is Lieutenant General Datuk Sri Haji Muhammad Nur Azlan bin Aris, was born in Kota Tinggi, Johor on 9 November 1967. Lieutenant General Datuk Sri Haji Muhammad Nur Azlan bin Aris began flight training in 1988 at TUDM Alustar, and after completing the training, he was selected to fly fighter aircraft. And the third one is Warrant Officer Muhammad Luqman bin Abdul Jabbar. He was born on February 24, 1979 in Kluang, Johor. He has also had positions such as a Sergeant Major, Squadron, Force Protection Squadron, Sergeant Major, Combat Wing Squadron, SKN, and Coach of Air Force Special Force. And the last one is leadership for Royal Malaysian Navy. They have 16 Panglima TLDM and 10 as Assistant Ketua Staff and Ketua Pengarah TLDM. That's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, next I will talk about function of Malaysian Armed Force. First, we have general function, protection of the country at the onset of natural disaster. The MAF are responsible for society safety, especially when natural disaster happen. For example, when floods in Sarawak, the MAF play an important role in the response of floods. That the MAF sent troops off third bridge when the water level was getting high. They play a key role in the rescue efforts by using assets such as helicopters and boats. They also use transport food suppliers and other necessity for the evacuees at the relief center. So MAF, to their responsibility and situations, have become more stable and better. Okay, next was the Malaysian Army. RMA is responsible for the safeguarding of the nation against land-based threats. Okay, RMA roles was safeguarding and controlling the country in order to handle entry of migrant and smuggling activity. For example, during Movement Control Order (MCO), RMA task was setting ops maintained under the National Task Force (NTF). This activity was about to prevent migrants and smugglers to ensure that the country borders are safeguarded, also to eliminate cross-border crimes as well to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Okay, next was the Royal Malaysian Navy (RMN). Protects Malaysia coastline, territory, water and economic zone from potential trespass or illegal activity. Okay, RMN main role is to protect maritime area for Malaysia. Their task is securing access to the oil and natural gas fields from terrorists because oil and gas is important to our country. Okay, next was the Royal Malaysia Air Force, RMAF, secure Malaysia airspace and protect national interests. RMAF, as the main pillar in defending the country airspace, was likened to a shield that protect the people and the country prosperity. For example, RMAF overcome the incident of aggression in China airspace by the Chinese People Liberation Army Force, PLAAF, based on protocol and our national air defense safety.
Now I will explain about challenges faced by armed forces. Firstly is modernization and equipment upgrades. The armed forces require advanced technology and system to enhance their capabilities to maintain readiness. However, budget constraints often hinder the acquisition of the equipment and modernization effort. It is because to obtain a new weapon of technology, it will increase the expenses of the state. If we still want those technologies, the debt of country will increase. Number 2 is maritime security. As a maritime nation, Malaysia faces challenges in maintaining maritime security, particularly in the South China Sea and Malacca Strait. For example, on 11 June 2015, 8 Indonesian pirates have been hijacked the anti-Hurricane Harmony, which Malaysian-owned oil tanker in South China Sea. The tanker carrying 6,000 metric tons of gasoline. So this is an example. As you can see, this one of the challenges faced by the maritime authorities, whose role is to safeguard the security of the country waters. Number 3 is border security. As we know that Malaysia share border with Thailand, Indonesia and Brunei, making border security a significant concern. It is because combating illegal immigration, human trafficking and cross-border crimes require effective coordination and surveillance effort by the armed forces. In 2020, although not directly under the control of the Malaysian Armed Forces, law enforcement and immigration officials have undertaken attempts to prevent people trafficking. And now we move on to number 4, which is counter-terrorism. Counter-terrorism Malaysia Armed Forces regularly participate in counter-terrorism operation to combat extremist group and prevent extreme belief from spreading. For example, in 2013, armed militant from Philippines claiming to be part of Sultanate of Sulu launched an incursion into Lahad Datu Sabah, one of the states in Malaysia. The standoff lasted for several weeks and resulted in clash between the militant and Malaysian security forces. The Malaysian government considered this incident to have a terrorist element due to the armed and hostile nature of the incursion. Due to that, Malaysia authorities launched a counter-terrorism operation to end the standoff, resulting in casualty on both sides. And for the last point is human capital development. It is to ensuring the recruitment, training and retention of highly qualified individuals is crucial for maintaining operational readiness and effectiveness. Malaysian Armed Forces have established military academies and educational institutions to provide formal education and training. For example, the Malaysian Armed Forces Academy, MAFA, Royal Military College, RMC. So these are some of the institutions that contribute to the development of military leaders and professionals. So I think that's all from me, and I pass it to the next presenter.
And I'll be doing a little explaining on the history of Malaysian Armed Forces. The history began in 1933 with the establishment of the Malaysian Army with the recruitment of 25 young Malay men to form a trial squad. In 1934, the Malaysian Navy was then established by the British government as a response to the current security situation in Malaya. In 1938, the trial squad of Malaysian Army evolved into the 1st Battalion of Malay Regiment, while in 1941, the 2nd Battalion of Malay Regiment was formed before the eruption of World War II. Lastly, the Royal Malaysian Air Force was formed in 1958, just 1 year after Malaysia gained its independence, right after the Parliament has approved of the Air Force Ordinance. And that is all for the summary of Malaysian Armed Forces history. And now let's proceed to the next section of the presentation.
Okay, to put it briefly, with the rapid pace of environmental changes, it is necessary to employ different strategies in managing the diverse challenges that arise in leading command and control-focused military entities. Consequently, contemporary military leadership must extensively utilize modern management tools and adapt to the evolving demand of the dynamic environment, thereby expanding the scope of military leadership to enhance the performance of individual members and military organization collectively. The Malaysian Armed Forces, consisting of the Army, Navy, and Air Force, play a crucial role in safeguarding the nation's security and achieving its objective. I think that's all from us. Thank you.